Hello, and today I want to talk to you about therapy. Therapy is a powerful tool that can be used to help and assist people with cognitive problems such as autism and allows them to become diagnosed and get the proper treatment that they deserve so that their life doesn't become difficult down the road and they have coping mechanisms or medications to assist them in their lifelong journey of being a person. However, just as therapy is a tool, that tool is only as good as the person wielding said tool. Therapists can only be human. And because of that, humans are prone to mistakes. Some therapists may get too involved. Some therapists may be passive. And some therapists may even become aggressive or overly too involved with their patients. And because of that, therapists sometimes aren't the best. Even institutions that have therapists, like clinics, are only as good as the therapists they have, and because of that, it goes back to the first problem that therapists are only human, are prone to making mistakes. The diagnoses that the patients receive can stick them with a label, and because of that, they won't get the proper treatment they deserve. Just because two people are diagnosed with the same disorder doesn't mean that they are both functionally the same people in their mind. And this can lead to improper treatment and even misdiagnoses. Therapy, however, can be used to better a person's social skills. They can make it more outgoing, more positive, have a different outlook on life. It can help them overcome trauma, like soldiers who return back from the Middle East, who have experiences in the field of combat, and that carry that burden with them, that only a professional who studies the science of the mind can only help them unburden those traumas. Or even children who have been neglected and abused, they can seek that these professionals and know that these professionals will help them. And it can provide the treatment, if necessary, for psychological issues with therapy. I understand that therapy is not for everyone. And that brings me to my first point. Why therapy can be ineffective or harmful. Patients can be narrowed down to a single diagnosis. Two people with the same diagnoses aren't the same psychologically and has been the kind of standard issue for the past 20 years of psychology. What do I mean by that? I'll give you an example. In 2009 and 2010, I was diagnosed with ADHD. And because of this, I went through my life labeled as a problem child, labeled and medicated. I was medicated because that's what the doctor looked on his clipboard and knew that that was what was the standard for the time. I didn't get a chance to talk through my problems, home life, or school life. I was given medicine and told to perform. I would later believe that this was wrong. Now that you know about the stance on why therapy may not be effective or work for everyone, this brings me to my stance on why the pros outweigh the negatives. Therapy can be used, again, to accentuate and elevate a person's social skills, making them more outgoing, making them pursue their passions, hopes, and dreams and desires that they otherwise thought might have been impossible due to psychological issues or mental blocks. Dr. Jonathan Shelder of Colorado Medical and professor of Colorado University wrote in an article in 2010 that they can have positive effects, again, making them outgoing, more social, allowing them to explore a part of their mind in a safe and friendly environment that they won't be judged, they won't be persecuted for. According to Dr. Olivine from Very Well Healthy, Therapy can also assist in helping with past traumas, behavioral problems, and assisting with emotional problems. And to wrap up, while therapy may not be perfect, it is, however, effective for diagnosing and assisting people with those with past traumas and emotional problems. In conclusion, I believe that therapy is a useful tool and should be utilized to help people with cognitive problems and emotional problems, and that the pros outweigh the negatives. I appreciate you listening, and thank you for hearing me talk.